There is a pandemic that no one seems to speak about, yet we are all affected by, and that is the desensitization pandemic. Guys, you have people calling themselves Diddy Bloods. You have people making meme songs about Dr. Steen's Island, but no one really seems to grasp the seriousness of what went down. Guys, when people used to say that no, the CIA is out here pumping out memes in order to desensitize the public about about Dr. Steen's Islands. At first I thought it was a joke, but guys, it may just be the truth at this point. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. It may just be the truth, it may not, but that's besides the point. Um, you see, I feel like this has been going on ever since the 1950s, ever since televised media was like introduced. When people started, besides showing movies, people also filmed adult films. And from adult films, they started showing a bit more bust on television. Then they started showing people kissing on television very harshly. Then we went to the whole showing people naked and actually doing it on TV and rating it 18 plus. As if making it 18 plus is any more better. Guys, if you're out here trying to show sexual stuff on television, who's to say how sexual it can get? Now you have people who are doing rituals on the internet, rituals on their islands, it being literally like being known to everyone, and all of a sudden, no one's doing anything about it. Loki, I understand because people can be scared if they you go out and protest about these things. But one thing I also noticed about this whole thing is it kind of taught us the sort of power people have above the law. No matter how many people kind of tell them that they aren't above the law. Like, look at this, guys. The U.S. president, I won't say his name. I don't know um, how uptight YouTube is about this, but the U.S. president was literally out there in Dr. Steen's Island chewing kids, and he's still president. He's out there still making wars in the Middle East. And people have been saying, no, we know you're there, we know you're there, we know you've been chewing kids, but he literally just looks at us and say, what are you gonna do about it? Because according to him, he is the law. So what? So what? What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna go? You're gonna go report him to the law? The law knows even much more than you know. And instead of jailing these people, they decided let us desensitize these people. So what we're doing, so when the next islander comes up and all their things are revealed, we won't be as shocked anymore. And it's sad. I feel like not only are they trying to desensitize us adults, they're also trying to desensitize kids. When you have a teacher in the classroom, bust all out, having a short mini skirt or an uncle dressing in some suggestive way, talking to kids suggestively, it's not normal and we shouldn't be accepting these things. And it's actually really sad. Because not only have they are they done targeting us adults, they want to start it as young as possible. So when that kid is being picked up to go to um, Tom Jones Island or whatever, the kid isn't scared because they've been exposed to these sort of things. Guys, I personally am a person who believes that no matter the death of a person, I believe it's not good to celebrate the death of anyone in any sort of good fortune. Um, the death of people that's been going on these days, especially in the political world. If anyone is gonna out here think that I'm in some sort of political spectrum, I have one thing to say to you: the world is a stage. There's no left, there's no right, there's no liberal, there's no conservatives. At the end of the day, it's not night. At the end of the day, they're sitting around the same table chewing the same kids. I feel like I'm saying chewing the same kids a lot, but that's just a hyperbole. But yeah, um, it's not normal out here to be literally a political person who's in another political spectrum as you. Mind you, politics isn't life. you're out here celebrating people's death. And I'm like, how desensitized do you have to be? Not how desensitized do you have to be in order to celebrate the death of someone? Even if they're for you or against you, how messed up, how disgustingly discombobulated do you have to be in the brain to be celebrating the death of someone just because they have different opinions than you? You make me sick. I'm not saying it to you, but those people make me sick. It's disgusting. Because you weren't there when God made them and then and celebrated the fact that they were alive. They weren't there when their mother celebrated the fact that they were alive and born healthy. What gives you the right to out here celebrate the fact that someone has died under the hands of someone else, under the hands of someone else? It's sick. It's disgusting. Everything in this world is meant to desensitize you from everything. So you have to understand and you have to be careful of the media that you're consuming. On my TikTok, on my Instagram, I would say I blocked most of the news channels that's out there, but if for some reason they keep on popping out new ones, if it's CBS South, it's CBS West, or if it's NBC News West, it's East, NBC News East. I'm like, what the heck? Why do you need so many news channels? But yeah, sometimes it's just like I feel like you should be very wary about the sort of media that you consume, as everything is basically a psyop at this point. um Not even just that, but these things of like looks maxing and talking content like this also, especially because a lot of times you will resonate with someone or something, or someone will be such a charismatic speaker that you'll be resonating with them, but those ideas weren't originally yours. You understand? Charismatic speakers especially. That's what I'm to say. God bless.